how do Muslims behave when the society in which you live in see you as a threat?
How do you deal? Look, at the end of the day, a lot of people have misunderstanding of Islam. And I grew up in a Western country. I know how the Australian people are, and they are very, very similar to the Norwegian people and many of the other European and Western countries. A lot of these people have no idea of Islam. And some of them, unfortunately, have this misunderstanding. I don't want to say hatred towards Islam, but have this misunderstanding towards Islam when they have no idea what Islam is. Have no idea what Muslims are. Some people, have this misunderstanding towards Islam, and even some of them preach hate towards Islam when they've never ever met a Muslim in their entire life. And that disappoints me a lot, because I know a lot of our people, I know a lot of people in the West are a lot more wiser than just to be persuaded by media. We know that media these days is the most deceiving tool that exists on the surface of this earth. And it reminds me of the hadith of the Prophet Muhammad ﷺ, when he says that you find that trustworthy is considered to be untrustworthy, and the untrustworthy is considered to be trustworthy. And this is the media. I'm not going to say all the media outlets are like that, but unfortunately majority of them, they deceive matters not on its reality or on its face value. And unfortunately there is the Islamophobia, the attack, continuous attack on Islam, on even the most pathetic issues. For example, you find 10 different crimes being committed by 10 different people, but unfortunately amongst those 10 people, one of them, his name is Muhammad. So the entire focus will not be on Muhammad, will be on Islam. So Islam starts to pay the price. Who said Muslims are perfect? Who said Muslims are perfect? Muslims are like everyone else. There's the good and bad, like every other nation, and there's the extreme and there's the moderate, like every other nation and sect. And this is something that we all experience. There is extremism in Islam, and there's extremism in Christianity, there's extremism in Judaism, there's extremism in every other sect and every other religion. But unfortunately, we as Muslims always have to pay the price for our minority. When we don't even agree with that minority, and we totally disagree with them. So we do live in a society which unfortunately is persuaded by media, and unfortunately have misunderstanding of Islam. So our duty is to show them the true side of Islam. Show them that true side of Islam by your actions, by your character. And how many people had that wrong perception on Islam? How many people have that wrong idea of Islam? But when they dealt with some good Muslims, they changed their thoughts of Islam. They changed their perception of Islam. So it's our responsibility to portray the proper image of Islam. It's our responsibility to picture the proper image of Islam, the true image of the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. And at the end, we'll leave the rest to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala.
The shock,